everyone, we're going to find the absolute maximum and minimum values of y equals x cubed minus x on the closed interval -3 to 3. So we're going to use the closed interval method, and we first want to do step 1, which is find the values of f at the critical numbers of f in the open interval. And the way you do that is we're not going to have where it doesn't exist, so we're good with that. But you take the derivative of y, so you can do y prime, or we can do the derivative of y with respect to x, and that's going to be 3x squared minus 1. So that's your derivative, and you set this to 0. That's what this means, and solve for x. So 3x squared equals 1, and x squared equals 1/3, and our closed interval is -3 to 3, so let's put that down. You square root both sides, you're going to get x equals plus or minus 1 divided by square root of 3. Or you could say this is square root of 3 divided by 3 if you rationalize the denominator. So both of those values are in this closed interval, so we can test them all. So to find your critical numbers, you plug them back into the original. So, this is plus and minus. So let's try the plus. So that's going to be square root of 3 divided by 3 cubed minus square root of 3 divided by 3. Okay, so this one, if we have 3 square root of 3's for the numerator, that's going to give me 3 with square root of 3. And 3 cubed is 27. Minus square root of 3 divided by 3. All right. Now, this can be reduced to square root of 3 divided by 9 minus, and I want this to be a 9 too, so I'm multiplying the numerator and the denominator by 3. So this would be 3 square root of 3. And when you subtract, you get -2 square root of 3 divided by 9. Now, to do the negative one, because we have plus and minus, I'm going to do negative square root of 3 divided by 3. This is going to be negative here, and this is going to change to positive. So this is just going to be negative, positive, and this is negative and positive. So our other answer is just going to be 2 square root of 3 divided by 9. So those are your two critical numbers. All right. Now we have to check the endpoints for step 2. So here's our problem. And our endpoints are -3, 3. So let's plug in our -3. So we're going to get -3 cubed minus a -3. So this is -27 plus 3, which gives you -24. And now let's plug in 3. So you get 3 cubed minus a +3. So that's going to be 27 minus 3 is +24. So finally, it says the largest values from steps 1 and 2 is the absolute maximum. And so f of 3 is 24 is your absolute maximum. And your minimum is f of -3, which is at -24. That's your absolute minimum. And don't forget, our other two values were -2 square root of 3 divided by 9. That's when we had f of, I forgot what it was. But anyway, we had these two values and 2 square root of 3 over 9. But they're not absolute. These two numbers here, our critical numbers, are in between these two. So that wouldn't have anything to do with your absolute maximum and absolute minimum. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.